Hello students, this is the continuation of the previous video of chapter number 3. In the previous video, we discussed the factors that led to the rise of nationalism in India, and they were political reasons, economic reasons, transportation and communication. Now, fourth factor, that is literature and education. So open your page on 14 1 4 14. Literature and education. Education in English language paved way for the rise of Indian nationalism. The doors to Western ideas of nationalism opened due to the English education. Most of the literature in the world was available in English. So, the English education opened the path, paved the way means opened the path of knowledge. With that, the people of India came to know what rules and regulations were there in the Western country. They read the books that were in English and got the knowledge that how do we get freedom and can develop the feeling of nationalism. The people of our country learnt English language and became familiar with the recent trends in the world. Thus, we were inspired by the ideas of democracy, liberty, equality, and fraternity, brotherhood from the American War of Independence and the French Revolution. So our people of India, they learnt English language and with the help of it became familiar with the recent trends. ट्रेंड्स मीन्स दुनिया में क्या चल रहा है वो पता चला. एंड देन वी केम टू नो दैट व्हाट डज डेमोक्रेसी, आज़ादी, लिबर्टी, फ्रीडम, इक्वालिटी, बराबरी एंड फ्रेटर्निटी, भाईचारा फ्रॉम द अमेरिकन वॉर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस and French Revolution. People developed self-confidence, recognized the power of unity, and began dreaming about a bright future for the independent India. Various novels, acts, stories, poems, songs, etc. were written in regional languages. This written literature spread the message of national unity and devotion. So people of India developed self-confidence, आत्मविश्वास बढ़ा उसका, and they recognize, उन लोगों को समझ आया, मालूम पड़ा that there was power in unity, कि एकता में ताकत है. And so they united together to fight for the freedom of India. And various novels, some books, stories, act, poems, songs were written in the regional language. And these all literature, that is poems, songs, novels, spread the message of national unity and devotion. So from all these poems, songs, novels, message of national unity was spread. If we would have not read the stories, poems, or not spread the messages, then our country would not have progress. So because of all this, there was progress in the country and people were aware of the freedom movement. Then the next is newspaper. Newspaper made a vital contribution in spreading the national awareness. The newspapers published from Bengal, Mumbai, Chennai and other areas criticized the policies of the Britishers, and it awakened nationalist feelings in the hearts of people. So newspaper made a vital contribution, means important role, it played an important role in spreading the awareness regarding how the Britishers are ruining our country, कैसे हमको परेशान कर रहे हैं. And for this all the citizens have to be united and have to fight for the freedom of our country. The newspaper from Bengal, Mumbai, Chennai and other areas and criticize the policies of the Britishers. Britishers जो कर रहे थे, जो ख़राब काम कर रहे थे, गलत काम कर रहे थे, सब लोगों को परेशान कर रहे थे. All that was known through the newspaper. And then the national leaders like Bhagat Singh, Gandhiji, what are they doing in the country? And each and every citizen should support them in the movement. And due to this, the nationalist feelings develop in the people. So it was because of the newspaper that people came to know the wrong policies of the British and what the national leaders Gandhiji, Bhagat Singh, what they were doing for the freedom movement. All these things people came to know, and like this the nationalist feeling developed in the people of our country. Now page number 15. Magnificent and rich heritage of India. Heritage means dharohar. An ancient archaeologist Alexander Cunningham and his assistant excavated many sites of the ancient civilization in the Indus Valley. They discovered many archaeological remains depicting the rich heritage of India. So archaeologist means a person who study about the ancient things regarding the culture, पुरानी चीज़ों का जो अभ्यास करता है, that is archaeologist. And his name was Alexander Cunningham. So he and his assistant, they excavated, खुदाई की, dig, जमीन को खुदाई की, many sites of the civilization of Indus Valley. बहुत सारी जगह पे उन्होंने खुदाई की. And they found the remains which depicted the rich heritage of our country. एंड वो डिगाई खुदाई करके डिग करके जो सब मिला, जो सब चीज़ें मिली, उसमें से हमारा रिच हेरिटेज क्या है वो मालूम पड़ा. इंडियन आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट लाइक राय बहादुर दयाराम शाहनी, माधो स्वरूप वाट्स and Rakhaldas Banerjee continued this excavation to unearth the remain of this majestic civilization. Then these were the people, archaeologists, who went on digging the earth, and from this they found out the majestic civilization. खूबसूरत मैजिकल civilization के बारे में पता चला. The scholars from the West, in collaboration with the Indian scholars, tried to find a lot about the Indian culture and heritage. Ancient Indian books on medical science, astrophysics, diplomacy, and spirituality were translated into English and became known to the people of India and the world. A detailed research on the literary and cultural heritage of India fostered the feeling of pride and nationalism. So the Western people, they were very much interested, and they tried to find out that how many kings were there and how many ornaments and jewelry were there, who were the architecture who built so many beautiful palaces and temples. Then we had ancient books on medical science like Ayurveda, then Arthashastra regarding the politics written by Chanakya Kautilya, the Vedas. All these books were translated into English. So all the people in the world became aware of the culture and heritage of our country and took advantage of it. We have all the above things like Ayurveda, Arthashastra, Vedas, which makes us proud. हमको गर्व अनुभव होता है, that have the feeling of pride and nationalism. Then establishment of the Indian National Congress. The above stated factors and other regional organizations had contributed towards the establishment of the Indian National Congress. So the 6 factors we saw in the 2 videos and other regional organizations, they have contributed in establishment of Indian National Congress. Now, where were the organizations were there? Bengal British Indian Society, Kolkata. Bombay Association, Mumbai. Madras National Sabha, Chennai. Indian Association, Kolkata. Sarvajanik Sabha, Pune. Now, by the time Sir A.O. Hume retired as the British officer, he had realized that the British Empire was not as secure as it appeared to be. Now, Sir A.O. Hume was a British officer. He retired. When he retired, he realized, उसको मालूम पड़ गया that the Britishers were not going to rule in India for the whole life. कि अब ब्रिटिशर्स इंडिया में सिक्योर नहीं है, वो राज नहीं कर पाएंगे. He knew that if the dissatisfaction, असंतोष की भावना जाग गई, Britishers were exploiting the Indians. So he believed that if the dissatisfaction among the people of India was not taken care of, then there were chances of reoccurrence of revolt similar to the one in 1857 CE. In order to keep the general dissatisfaction at bay, he thought of establishing a political organization. So A.O. Hume, he was a very clever person. He realized that now it was difficult for the Britishers to rule in India, and he saw that there was dissatisfaction among the people, and if this dissatisfaction was not taken care of, then there were chances of again the revolt of 1857. So he thought of an idea and established a political party so that the people may think that this organization will take care of them, उसके भलाई के बारे में सोचेगा और हमें कोई नुकसान नहीं करेगा. And like this Indian National Congress was established. Now turn your page number 16. Viceroy Lord Dufferin agreed to his idea and supported him. With the efforts of Alan Octavian Hume, Indian National Congress was established in December 1885. Now, this Lord Dufferin, he was viceroy and he agreed to the idea of Alan Octavian Hume, that is A.O. Hume. And which idea? Idea of establishing the Indian National Congress, and it was established in December 1885. The first session of the Indian National Congress was held on 28th December 1885 at Gokuldas Tejpal Sanskrit School of Mumbai with Vyomesh Chandra Banerjee as the president. So this was the first session in the Indian National Congress, and it was held in Gokuldas Tejpal Sanskrit School of Mumbai. And who was its president? Vyomesh Chandra Banerjee. So this is important, you have to remember it. 72 representatives from different regions of India were present in this conference. And when this conference was held from different regions of India, 72 representatives attended it. Who were the main leaders in the conference? The main leaders present in the conference were Dadabhai Naoroji, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Firoz Shah Mehta, Badruddin Tayyabji, K.T. Talang, Din Shah Vacha, etc. And many problems related to the nations were discussed then. So all these people, they were present in the conference, and in this conference, whatever the problems were there of our nation were discussed by them. Below, the picture is given of the Indian National Congress first session, which was held in Mumbai. Then below that, the table is given that the second session took place in Kolkata. The president was Dadabhai Navroji. The year was 1886 and the number of members were 432. And the third session was in Chennai. Badruddin Tayyabji was the president. The year was 1887 and the number of members were 602. So students, now rest of the chapter will continue in the next video.